Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to expose what the voices say in V2K, Voice to Skull. Also guys, in this video, I'm going to show you where my brother was implanted with, I don't know what exactly it is. It's a piece of metal. I thought it might be a microchip or something. But this was put in his thigh during his upper thigh during a surgery in the hospital in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Now, a lot of you guys out there, you're already aware of V2K and voice to skull and how the signals intelligence bases can put voices in people's heads. But some of you may not be aware of what those voices are saying. Now, my brother is being attacked with V2K right now from Canadian Forces Station Leitrim. And they're putting voices in his head and saying all this stupid shit. So I sat down and I had a little conversation with my brother. And I asked him a bunch of questions just to find out what exactly are these voices saying. What I'm about to tell you, this is exactly what Canadian Forces Station Leitrim and the Freemasons that control it, these are the voices they're putting in all the targeted individuals' heads that are being attacked with V2K, Voice to Skull. So what do the voices say? So they'll talk about your life all night long. Like, they'll talk about your childhood and your whole life growing up, and they'll just start criticizing everything about your life and stuff like that. Like, for instance, they'll start talking about my brother's Navy career and stuff like that. So they're just talking about his life. That's just one thing. And then they're talking about his life with his ex-wife and his daughters when they were growing up, and talking about that stuff to him in his ear. Then they're saying, oh, you're a pedophile, and they say it over and over again. So it'll say, you're a pedophile, and it says it like 1,000 times over nonstop. You're a pedophile, you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile. And it says that stuff. The voices say, oh, we're going to kill all your family members. Or they say, you're going to kill me. They say, oh, we're going to kill your brother. Or we're going to kill your kids. We're going to kill your grandkids. We're going to kill this person. So basically, they repeatedly making death threats over and over again, saying, we're going to kill you. We're going to kill your brother. We're going to kill your kids. We're going to kill your grandkids. We're going to kill, every person in your family, right? And they say it over and over and over again. So basically, they say the same stuff over and over and over again for about 4 hours, and then they just repeat it. So it's like they have like a 4-hour script, and they say all this stupid, crazy shit for 4 hours, and then it starts over again after 3 or 4 hours, something like that, my brother said. So they say they're going to kill all your family, like thousands of times all night long, over the whole night. And then they talk about, oh, you're a pedophile. They start saying you're a pedophile, and they start talking about, having sex with your kids and all kinds of sick, disgusting shit. So basically, just saying sick sexual shit, talking about murdering everybody in your family, talking about pedophilia and talking about sex with your kids, all kinds of sick, fucking, disgusting, fucked up, demented shit that these Freemasons in Canadian Forces Station Leitrim, they're putting into people's heads with these V2K frequencies. Now just think about that. They're talking about like having sex with little kids and murdering everybody in your family and murdering grandkids and children. This is the voices they're putting in people's heads with V2K. They also try to destroy your relationship with your family members by, they can record your voice and then they can get you to say anything on I think it's voice cloning. They can clone your voice and then get you to say anything and put it in the other person's ear and try to destroy your relationship with the person by making up a bunch of shit. So it's basically 24 hours a day, negative, toxic talking. Like, talking about murdering you, murdering your family members, and then all kinds of sexual stuff. Like saying you're a pedophile and saying you want to have sex with your grandkids and all kinds of fucked up shit. Yeah, basically just trying to say sick shit. And the thing is some people think, the cover story of these intelligence agencies is that the targeted individuals are mentally ill or schizophrenics or delusional, right? It's a great cover story because a lot of people in the public, the general public, they're really fucking naive, they're stupid. And they don't understand how the upper class works. A lot of people in the general public, the lower classes who have jobs and work for a living, work for a paycheck, you're in the lower class if you work for a paycheck, okay? Now, the upper classes, they're really sneaky fucking bastards. And a lot of people in lower classes, they don't know how the upper classes work. They don't know the dirty shit they'll do. They just don't believe it, They believe everything they see on TV. They don't understand how shit really works. So when you expose this V2K, like I'm telling you what this V2K says, some of these people will think, oh, that person just really has schizophrenia, is hearing voices and is crazy, you know? So these people, these Freemasons, these fucking scumbag criminal traitors, they really, I'd say they're evil geniuses, you know, because the evil they do is really clever. So they use their intelligence to create the most sneaky, underhanded, evil shit that that their sick, demented minds could think of. So yeah, that's their targeting program with V2K, and they try to mimic it, so it mimics a mental illness out of the DSM. And just so you know, the DSM, the Diagnostic Statistical Manual for Mental Illnesses, the intelligence agencies had a hand in writing some of that information in there. So it matches up perfectly with their targeting program. They're really sneaky bastards. Now, another thing they're doing with my brother right now, they're gang stalking him. So they have a bunch of people following him around, and what they'll do, they'll have the people talk about him in front of him or talk about his family. Or they'll just talk about, like, what he was doing earlier in front of him, like, so they, you know, he knows they're watching everything he does. So he took a couple of pictures of them, and I'm going to place the pictures in the video. And you can see one guy, he's, like, making a gun gesture. He tries to make it look like he's scratching his back, but he's really going like this, making a gun sign with his hand, going like that, and scratching his back, you know. I'm gonna put it in the video. I'll put it in right here. They also got my brother into a fight. My brother got a black eye. So what they did, under mind control with these frequencies, they can manipulate you. And they got my brother into a fight with this guy. And then when the fight started, they like froze my brother's body up so he couldn't fight. And the other guy just punched him in the eye. So if you get in a fight or whatever, they can make you lose because you can't control your body with these frequencies. And yeah, they can manipulate your nervous system with these frequencies. They can make you move your limbs and your arms and all this shit. And people don't believe, most of the general public, they might not believe what I'm saying because it hasn't happened to them, and it seems unbelievable. They can't remotely control your body. I mean, it sounds fucking impossible. It's like some Star Trek bullshit. But it's true. They can. They can control your body remotely with frequencies because they put nano in everybody's bodies, and they can stimulate your nervous system with a little shock. You know, your body works like an electrical system, right? So if you turn on the electricity in your nervous system is just like a bunch of wires. So if you stimulate the nervous system with a little bit of electricity, it's going to cause whatever's connected to that wire to go off, you know. Your body works on electricity. Oh, did I also mention they're fucking with my heat now? I'm in Canada, and it's getting cold, and now my heat's not working because these assholes are fucking with my heat remotely. So I'm in here, and I'm cold because I can't turn my heat up. And they're also poisoning my water and putting some sort of smell in here. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like some sort of gas smell or something. I don't know. Another thing they did is they'll drive in front of my brother, and what they do, the intelligence agencies, these Freemason punks, these little fucking cowards, they'll put a license plate on the car in front of you, but it's a personalized plate. So it says something regarding you on the plate, right? And my brother took a picture of it, and I'm going to put the picture in right here. And basically, the license plate is UDM 365. My brother's Doug Miller, right? So it's basically you, Doug Miller 365. And you could interpret that however way you want. I interpret it as, hey, we're watching you 365 days of the year, you, Doug Miller. So these are psychological operations also. They play these little games because they want the general public to think, oh, you're delusional, crazy, schizophrenic, or whatever, right? Because that's a good way of discrediting someone, right? If you hear, like, for instance, if you hear some guy, oh, that guy's crazy, schizophrenic, you don't believe a word that guy says after that, right? That's called discrediting. Yeah, if you hear that a guy's schizophrenic, delusional, crazy, or whatever, you hear these rumors, then you don't believe a word out of his mouth after that. He loses all credibility in your mind. But that's what the government does. They're smearing people that are targeted individuals as delusional. So when these people come and tell their stories to the public won't believe them because they'll think, oh, there's something wrong with their minds. They're delusional, so you can't believe anything they say because they have no credibility. Crazy people don't have credibility. So these people who crafted this sneaky little rotten, underhanded targeting program, they sat down for a long time with a bunch of psychiatrists and psychologists on their staff, and they came up with the sneakiest little dirty, evil, genius plan that they could to discredit people who are actually talking about the corruption in our governments and the New World Order. I mean, the New World Order is just a dictatorship. That's all it is. It's a worldwide dictatorship by these Freemasons and the Jesuits who created Freemasonry and the Catholic Church and the Jesuits, basically. And who are the Jesuits? The Jesuits were conversos. They converted to Roman Catholicism. They were Jewish people. I guess you would say the Iberian Peninsula, like Portugal and Spain. And they converted to Roman Catholicism. So that's who created the Jesuits. And then the Jesuits created Freemasonry. And you'll notice the Pope right now, Pope Francis, he's the first Jesuit Pope. So the Jesuits have officially taken over the Catholic Church. And that's who controls the world. A good channel you guys should watch is Zachary Hubbard's channel, Gematria Effect News. He exposes the Jesuits and all the crimes they commit. And they use Gematria, which is a code between numbers and letters. And they code that stuff into the news every day. And they murder celebrities and they murder all kinds of sports figures and famous people. But they do it to this sick little code that they have called Gematria. And basically, ABC 1 2 3, like Michael Jackson's song ABC 1 2 3. That's Gematria. He was referring to Gematria in that song because A is the first letter of the alphabet. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. And if you want to know more about it, just go watch Zachary Hubbard's channel, Gematria Effect News. Now I'm going to show you the picture of his thigh and the red marks where he picked this thing out of his thigh. I'm going to show you the picture of whatever the hell it is that came out of his thigh. It might be a microchip. I don't know what it is. It's a little piece of metal. And I'm also going to show you where they burnt my brother's his lower legs with microwaves, and the skin is peeling off his legs. It's like rubbing off his legs. And then I'll show you a sign that's outside my brother's town, and it shows who's all involved in this. And they sort of tell on themselves with their little signs. You'll see the Freemason sign and the Order of the Eastern Star sign. Anyway, I'll just show you the sign, and then you can take a look, and I'll write some stuff on the screen. Okay, so here's the pics.
Here you go, Mike. It's all there, buddy. Hey, what do you say? What do you think? You got these guys. You got these guys. You got those guys. You got those guys. There you go.
So that's all I got for now, guys. I hope you liked the video. Comment down below and tell me what you think of what I just revealed. So, you know, I haven't heard a lot of other people talk about, you know, what the voices in V2K say. And I'd like to hear if other people hear the same things from V2K. Because that's what my brother's experiencing from these Freemason, traitorous, scumbag criminals. Okay, peace out, guys.